I'm back. Lighting is good. The setup is okay. The camera's on. So guys, as you can already see from the title, I guess I've got some announcements to make. I moved to the UK, okay? I moved to London. I moved here a couple months ago. Like, I've been here for a couple months already. I know that some of my friends, they still don't know. I kept it on the down low because I didn't want like so many people to know, and I haven't even like settled in properly in everything. Like, I didn't really, you know, my shit wasn't together, but now my shit is together, so I can tell y'all. And yes, I moved to the UK, I moved to London. I'm just basically telling you the story on how I moved, how I got here, how it was. It was such a stressful trip, like it was crazy. As you know, I've got a cat, and that was like the main reason why it got so complicated, because we just didn't have like a lot of options, we didn't have a lot of opportunities to kind of pick and choose what we want to do. So it was crazy. Like, just when I think back, oh my god, it was rough. It was a rough day, okay? So let me just start off by how that situation even came up, like why we just came here out of nowhere. Like, that's literally like out of nowhere from my friends back home who are gonna watch this video right now and be like, bitch, are you serious? Like, you just left? You just left without telling us? Don't be worried, I'll be back. Like, it's my hometown. Obviously, like, I'm gonna visit sometime, not anytime soon, but sometime I'm gonna be back in D-Town, but not for now. But yeah, let's like start off by how it even got to this point. So basically, me and my mom, we were in the UK, like in London, back in 2019. We were here for only 4 days and we didn't even get to see anything. We weren't in central London, we weren't like I don't know, doing any sightseeing. We didn't see the London Eye. We didn't really do anything. Like, we didn't go shopping. We didn't do anything. Let me just check if the camera's still on, because I don't want to be talking to myself for no reason. Yeah, basically, she was here to like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even remember properly, to be honest, because yeah, it's like I don't really remember what we came here for, but it was really spontaneous. We came here with like another family who used to live in the UK, and we just booked a Flixbus and then we were on and about. She got to meet some people. I was like Wembley, Acton, like just meeting some people. And I think from there on, my mom had that kind of in the back of her mind, like, oh my god, these people, like my people, you know, like my people are really doing really well. Like in the UK, like they have like their jobs and businesses, houses, cars, like everything that like me and her strive to do and aspire to do in Germany. But it's like much harder for us since we're people of color, and it's not that easy, even though some people might not relate to that as much. But it's not as easy to basically, I don't know how to like explain. It's harder for me to be successful in Germany because there are not as many people who look like me, and like the system isn't made for me, basically. I'm not trying to say like, oh my god, I couldn't live in Germany, like it was so bad and da 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 da, but no, it wasn't like that. But at the same time, I just felt like I was stuck in Germany. Like, I didn't really evolve, you know. There was like a sticky one still, you know. So my mom basically had that in the back of her mind since then like 2020, she was kind of like talking about it sometimes, like what if we would just move to the UK, like what you think of that, Anisha, and then I was like, you know, at first I didn't even take her seriously, to be honest. Like, my mom sometimes just talks a lot when it takes long. She says a lot of things that she wants, that she doesn't want, and she changes her mind a lot. So I didn't really say anything to that. But then as she kept like over the months, like kept talking about it and bringing it back up, I was like, I think she is kind of serious about it. And at first I was like, nah, like I don't want to go, like I have my my friends here, I have my everything here. But then as I started to think about the idea, I was like, you know what, why not? Because at the end of the day, I don't know what my friends are gonna do. Maybe they're gonna move away as well. Maybe they're gonna, you know, you never know. Like, they could move away for school, they could move away for anything, like their family, they've moved in with their friends to a bigger city. Because I feel like we are close to like a big city, but at the same time I feel like it's not as special to us anymore, because we can just hop on the train, 15 minutes we are there, like we already know. So I feel like a lot of people from my town, it's not a small town to be honest, it's not like a little village or anything, but like I feel like people from a city, they want to experience like other countries, other stuff. COVID obviously made it hard for us, but I feel like they want to move away to like bigger cities like Berlin, like Hamburg, like, and also I'm not trying to stay in the same city my whole life anyways. Like I'm not trying to like birth my kids in my home city, you know, and live my whole life in the same city. Like that's just boring. I know some people may like that, but I don't really vision myself like doing that. I was like, you know what, okay, let's move to another city, like let's move to another country. And then we were like kind of planning and stuff, and she was asking people and she was talking to people, and yeah, then we basically was like, okay, like we're gonna move, like it's settled, we just have to do everything we can to make it happen now. I think it was like winter, like 2020. She went to the UK, to Birmingham, and she was living there and working there for 3 months with a like close family friend of hers, and I was basically home alone with my cat. And yeah, she was there, she was working there, she was living there, she was trying to like get to know as much information as possible and like trying to see how it is there. And then, you know, she came back, and then like we were kind of preparing, like a bit annoying to me because we just like renovated our flat basically. Like we got a new kitchen, like modern nice white kitchen. You probably saw it in my cooking for Nisha video. Like I got new furniture, like everything changed, like my walls got painted, and I was waiting for that for years to happen because my walls were green. Like who likes green walls? Like disgusting. But yeah, everything was nice, like I like my room now. And then I had to move, so I was like but I was like, you know, no, it doesn't matter, like it's just a room. And then we left, and the thing is, the whole case got complicated because of my cat, because as some of you may know, I have a cat and I've had him for 2 years now, and obviously I'm not gonna leave him behind. Like that's weird. We couldn't go by airplane because they said it's not allowed to bring dogs and cats on the airplane to the UK, because the UK is basically an island. I don't know what kind of reasoning that is. I don't know like how that correlates in any way, but that's what they told me. So I was like, okay, airplane is not possible. And the thing is, that was like a couple days before the new occupants were supposed to move into our apartment, so we didn't have a lot of time left. And like we were packing our stuff, we were packing everything. And then like the whole issue was with my cat. Important thing, I gotta like resolve like way before like I got him vaccinated, because I had to get a European passport. Like my cat literally has a passport, like I'm not kidding. So yeah, we had to get him that, had to pay for it, had to pay for the vaccinations, had to pay for a chip, we had to microchip him. Like it was a lot of stuff. So we did all of that, and then they were basically like, nah, you can't take him. And I was like, why not? Like it's just like, what kind of justification is that the UK is an island? I don't understand. Then we were like, what are we gonna do now? So then we thought, okay, maybe we can go by train. So we looked up trains, and there is a train. I don't know if some of y'all don't know, but there's like a Eurotunnel, and that train basically goes directly, like straight up to the UK from, I think it goes from France and also from the Netherlands, like from Holland. But guess what? Cats weren't allowed on that train either. So I was like, damn, like, how are we gonna go? Like, man, what are we gonna do now? Eurotunnel said no. And I was like asking them, I was calling them, I was calling here, I was calling there, I was calling so many airlines, so many like train companies. Then we finally found a way, and that was basically through train and a ferry. So Deutsche Bahn, mashallah, they didn't have any issues or problems with me taking my cat on the train. I didn't have to pay for anything or extra stuff for him. He just had to be staying in his little transport box, and that's it. So I was like, okay, that's resolved. Port, we had 4 suitcases, okay? 4, you may be thinking like, bitch, you're showing 8. 4 suitcases and 4 bags, or maybe even 5. And they were so heavy. My mom kept pushing me to put more and more and more. I feel like we basically took our whole like home, like our whole flat, everything we can get inside that suitcase. And you know, African parents, they will get like every inch will be filled. And that's how it was. Every inch was filled with anything and everything. Like, my phone wanted to stop recording, and I was just talking for like 10 minutes straight. It was so heavy to the point where it didn't even roll properly. Like, it didn't roll. It kept on falling. We couldn't roll it like this because it was too heavy. We couldn't like push it because it was too heavy. It just didn't roll. I think even one roll was started being like was broken or something, like broke like in the middle of it. We met at the central station in Frankfurt, and we were 6 people, okay? My good friend Raja, her sister, me, my mom, the guy who drove her, and her friend, like my mom's friend. 6 people were not able to carry these bags. Like, that's just not normal. Like, to this day, I don't understand how we were able to make it. Like, how did we manage to do that? I don't know. It is a miracle to me. This is all thanks to Allah. Really, like, thanks to Allah. This is like all thanks to him, because there is no way in hell that we could have managed to do that without his help. This is like a miracle, like I said. So yeah, we were basically saying goodbye. We were really stressed out, pushing like the bag, suitcase, and we didn't even have the time to cry, hug, like that. Like, so yeah, we put all the stuff in the train. We said goodbye, like really rushed. We were in the train. We finally calmed down. Me and my mom, I was chilling. She was chilling. She was on her phone. I was napping a little bit. I was eating something like some McDonald's, or I don't know. My cat was finally calm too, because obviously this is really like stressful and irritating for him as well. He's scared of loud noises and a lot of people. Like, he's in a crowded place with trains. Trains are even louder than cars. And he's not home, different smells. This is just too much for him. So he was crying the whole time and really stressed out and really fighting and tried to get out of his transport box. But then when we were in the train, you know, we calmed down. It was quiet. We were in some corner with like all of our bags. And then he calmed down as well. He was chilling, he was sleeping a little bit. Like, he was calm because we were calm. But then, as we were like driving 2 hours or something, we were like in Cologne or Düsseldorf already. The train stops, which is not unusual, you know. Train stops at the train station, at the stop. But it stopped for like 10 minutes. Then we see people leave the train. We see staff walking around. We see the police outside. Me and my mom are like, what is going on? Please don't tell us it is what we think it is. We hear through the speakers, please, everyone has to leave the train. The train is having technical difficulties. It's not gonna move anytime soon. I'm really sorry. There's another train you can get. It's like it's gonna arrive in 10 minutes. It's on this and this station over there, blah blah blah. We just lost our train. Like, our train that was supposed to get us to our destination within 4 hours without us having to do anything. Like, we were just supposed to chill in the train, and you know, we would have been there. Then we would have took another train to the haven, to the port, and yeah, that's about it. then we would have been there. And I made sure that we were like a couple hours ahead in case something like that happens, which you can expect from Deutsche Bahn, because that's just how it is. When you take trains in Germany, you never know what's gonna happen. So then we were obviously stressed out, like, oh my god, we only have 10 minutes. And to you, maybe 10 minutes is long, but to us, it was not long. Believe me, trust and believe me, when you have 4 suitcases and 4 bags, it is not a long time. And we were by ourselves. So we were really stressed out. We were trying to get the stuff. My mom and I had to like team up kind of, and I had to go in, get it outside, and she had to push it towards me, towards the door. It kept on fighting and shouting at each other and like stressing out the whole... My cat scared me, he's down there. So yeah, there was like a French guy sitting on a bench, and I think he asked us if like we need some help. So we said, yeah, please, like, thank you so much. And he was trying to help us. And the thing is, I don't know if I asked the police or the staff member, but I'm pretty sure it was a staff member, where the elevator is, like the lift. So because we cannot transport this upstairs, obviously. And then he was like, you know, all the way back there, like all the way at the end of the train. So I was like, all right, thank you. We went there, stressed as with the guy, and me and my mom were carrying it. It kept on falling. Even with the guy, we were still struggling. We went to the lift to see what? To see what? To see that it is a staff lift. Do I look like a staff member to you, sir? I was wearing a white blouse, jeans, Nikes, my black hijab, even like this, I think. I was sweating. I had suitcases right next to me and a whole ass cat. So how come you direct me to the staff lift? Out of all the options, take the stairs, the correct lift over there. And the funny thing is, my mom was yelling at me. I was to blame for this man giving me the wrong information. How the hell am I supposed to know where the lift is in Düsseldorf? I was never in Düsseldorf before. I was never even in Cologne before. So that was like another minus. We always had to figure out immediately where the lift is to kind of be able to have a chance to catch the train. So we had to go all the way back. We went all the way back. The guy was in a rush as well, the French guy. He was like, you know, I cannot help you all the way. Like, I need to get it like on my train as well. And we're like, okay, thank you, like we appreciate it very much, like no worries. And then we were struggling by ourselves again, and we went downstairs, and then we went, like, I went into the office. I was talking to the guy. He was really like not interested, like yeah, okay, blah blah blah. And I was like, you know, when is the next train gonna come, because we missed this train and our train just broke down on us, and you know, we need to be by the port by 9 p.m. because the last check-in is at 9 p.m. At 10 p.m. it's gonna go, and if we're not there by 9 p.m. they're not gonna let us in anymore. So he was like, yeah, the next train's gonna come in 1.5 hours. I was like, huh? What exactly did you say to me? No, say it again. Say it again. I didn't hear right. Like, pardon, excusez-moi, vous voulez coucher avec moi? Because I was confused. 1.5 hours. The train just came 10 minutes ago. Like, not even 10, a few minutes ago. How the hell does the next train come in 1.5 hours? It's just the Netherlands. Like, it's not like I'm going to California or something. Like, it's just the Netherlands. Please, sir. Calm down, sir. Like, calm down. Like, you ain't gotta do all that, okay? 1.5 hours is a lot. And then the worst thing was, it wasn't even a direct train. We had to transition like the whole time, like 3-4 times. In the Netherlands, we don't speak Dutch. We don't speak Duke and de Hoek. Like, I'm sorry, how are you supposed to do that with all these suitcases? Like, if you would just feel 1% of the stress that I felt that day, you would think the world's gonna end. The world's gonna end, because I was like, what the hell are we gonna do now? I went back to my mom. I gave her this information. She was pissed at me, even though like, you know what I mean? But you know, African moms. And yeah, we just had to wait. So we did wait. We did wait for 1.5 or 1 hour and 15 minutes. And then the train came, finally. We went inside the train. It was stressful once again, but we managed to do that without help. No, there was a guy who helped us. There were so many people who helped us. Like, I don't even remember anymore because it was just like so many encounters. It was so complicated, and all because of my cat. Like, we could have just casually went on a flight, 1.5 hours, no no stress, no nothing, like. But no, we took the complicated way, the hardest way, because you have to work hard in order to achieve something. We went in the train and we were sitting there, and I was looking at the plan, and I was trying to like calculate and like, you know, plan how we were gonna do that. How I'm not in the middle, in the center of my video the whole time. I was on the left, but it's okay, you know, I'm not a professional. It is what it is. Oh, okay, we were in the train, and like I said, we're in the train, and I was like stressed out. I was trying to plan the whole thing, and I kept talking to my mom in my native language, like Somali. I didn't speak German, like maybe a little bit German, but not so much. I spoke Somali, and there was like a group of 4 German kids. Like, they give me really like arrogant, judgmental, spoiled, rich kid vibes, okay? And they were behind us, and we were not in the Netherlands yet. We were like driving to like towards the border basically, and my mom was like not really like trustful. Like, she didn't really trust me with like the whole process, the whole plan, like how I explained it to her. She was like, nah, like I need to ask other people, I need to like hear other like opinions. Like, she basically needed confirmation of other people. And she went to this group, and I think it was 1 guy and 3 girls, or 2 guys and 2 girls, but I'm not sure. And they were like around 17, 18. And she went up to them and she was like, oh, excuse me, does this train go to Rotterdam? And these kids, like the guy responded, and he was like, no, before all of that, hold on, wait, before all of that, my like the suitcases, we had a lot of them, as you know, like 4, and the train is moving, so obviously it is normal for the suitcase to roll and move sometimes. So it kept on moving, and I kept putting it back, and I heard him like giggling and laughing and being like, the suitcase keeps moving and stuff, but not telling us, you know. Why tell your friends, whispering, giggling and laughing about it? Why not just tell me? Like, why are you so childish? It was just so annoying to me. And this is not even the point like where I get heated. I was just like, okay, whatever. And then my mom went to them and asked the guy, like asked the group, does this train go to Rotterdam? And then this guy was like, I don't know, we get up earlier, like we don't go to the end of this, like the station, so we don't know, like I don't know. And my mom was like, yeah, okay, thank you. She went and sat back down, and then I heard the guy whispering and giggling again, telling his friends, oh, this guy doesn't even go to Rotterdam. Because we were talking about it so much, like, Rotterdam, Amsterdam, here, she like asked if the train went to Rotterdam, even though the train only goes to Utrecht Central. So he was basically making fun of her and laughing about her, and like basically, oh, she's so stupid, this train doesn't even go to Rotterdam. Instead of telling her that, you whisper and laugh behind her back, knowing she doesn't hear you well when you speak low. But I'm right next to you, dude, like I'm right behind you, I hear you. And I speak German perfectly fine. And my mom would understand that as well, but she didn't pay attention to them. I did. So I was like, I was starting to get heated at this point, because why are you making fun of an like older woman who's like, you know, she could be your mom's age, she's probably your mom's age, and you're not respecting her at all? Like, who raised you? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, really? And because this was not the first time he made fun of us, so even when my mom and I were like discussing and I was like stressed out, and I was like, oh, just stop it, like just don't talk to me, like I need to concentrate and stuff. I heard him giggle and stuff, so I was like, what you giggling at? Like, who's talking to you? Who's even talking to you? Like, I started to get mad at this point. And then this is where like it like the line was crossed for me. People, obviously, because it is a train, people come in and out. That's normal, that's common sense. I didn't know that you didn't know that, Lucas, but that's how it is, okay? So people kept coming in, and for some reason it so happened to be some like a couple black people, like some Africans. Then I heard this guy whisper again to his friends, why are so many Africans coming in? Like, why are so many Africans coming into the train? And his friends were just like either giggling and like, you know, like or they didn't really say like anything really back. This was where the line was drawn. I was so pissed and stressed already with the whole situation I'm in personally, and then there comes little Lucas Williams, whatever, and is trying to like make fun of me and my people, and like that was just like, you know, we're just bugging. So I was like talking to my mom, and I was like, you know, these rude ass little punks that keep talking about black people, African people, you making fun of you when you ask them if the train stopped in Rotterdam. Don't ask these people ever again. Ask people who are mature. Ask people who look nice and approachable, not these little punks who make fun of everyone and everything in the train and think everything is so funny. What is so damn funny? My mom was just shocked, and she was like, you know, because I was like getting louder and louder as I spoke, and my mom was like, you know, calm down, like it's okay, don't worry, I'm not mad at them, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, but I'm mad because they keep talking and talking and thinking I don't understand, I don't hear them or something. And then they were like, the guy was like, huh, and I was like, yeah, no, huh. I was so mad. I was like, what do you mean, huh? No, huh? You don't have to act like you don't know what I mean. You don't have to act like you don't know what I'm talking about, because you know what I'm talking about. Okay? So then they were like quiet, and I already know, I didn't look at them, but I know for a fact that they were looking at each other like this. Africans. I already know, okay? Then the whole train ride, it was quiet. Ain't no back talk. And then a couple like stations later, they left the train. I know that they felt my eyes pierced through their back, but they didn't look at me. They didn't dare to look at me. But I was looking at them, I was like, not surprised. But yeah, we were in the train. We had to transition so often. We finally made it to Utrecht Centraal. We were in Amsterdam, in Holland. And then we were like this. We asked a guy, a Dutch guy. For some reason, the Dutch people seem to be way nicer than the Germans. I don't know why. That's just like the vibe they gave off was like so like engaging. They were like, oh, do you want me to, like, we didn't even have to ask like that much. Like they offered to help us. Then I remember like that really stuck out to me. I think we were in the last train from Rotterdam to Amsterdam. No, from Amsterdam to Rotterdam. And then there was this girl, like hijabi girl. She was so beautiful, mashallah, Allahumma barik, Chok shakur. She was so beautiful, okay, mashallah. And I don't know where she's from, like maybe Moroccan, like I think she was like Arab, but I'm not sure, but that doesn't matter. She was beautiful. And I saw her and I was like, oh my god, I thought to myself, like, she's so pretty. And she saw me and she was like kind of smiling, and then she went to the back, and then to the back, 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 to the back. No, I'm just kidding. And then me and my mom were struggling. We were like, oh my god, we need to find someone. And obviously we're going for men because they can help us better. So we were looking for them. We were asking around, and people were like, oh, I have to get off this like the next train station, or another one was like, I have an appointment. Like they were basically all busy. So we were like, what are we gonna do? This is like the only train where we couldn't find anyone. So we were like, dang, what are we gonna do? Like, we need to, like, someone who knows, like, this area and can tell us where the lift is, like, directly and everything. Because we kept asking people, like, where's the lift? Where's this? Can you help us? And then we kind of managed to do that because we had to transition, like, 3-4 times. And I was just rapping, sorry. And then this, like our train station was due. And then we had to, like, get up and stuff. And this girl came, like, a little before the train stopped. And she was like, I see you guys are struggling and stuff. Do you need help? And I was like, yeah, oh my God, thank you. And she was not like strong, like a big girl, you know, like she couldn't carry that much herself, but she was still willing and offering to help, and I really appreciated that. And then I was like, yeah, oh my God, thank you so much. And she looked at that, like she was around my age as well. And then she was helping us, and she was like, and we were like, do you know where the lift is? And she was like, yeah. And then we went directly to the lift, and then she took one suitcase there, and then she was like, I'm sorry, but I have to go. And I was like, no worries. And she was like, I'm so sorry, I couldn't help like anymore. I was like, no, don't even worry about it, like thank you so much. And then she left, and I'm never gonna see her again, but my heart is with this girl. Like she seems so nice. Like, and then there was just one more train, and we took that train, and we managed to go to to Rotterdam. And then from there on, we had like no trains that went to the haven, to the port, because I only booked as far as I could from Germany, which is from Frankfurt City to Rotterdam, Amsterdam. But I cannot book inside the Netherlands because then I would have to use like Dutch websites and stuff. So I was like kind of struggling while we were like stressing about the transitioning and everything. I was still trying to find like how we can get from, like, if we make it, how we can get to the port, to the haven. So we still had like another problem. We were basically just sitting there with our cat, with all these cases. There were even people who were like, oh my God, meow, cat. Why are you all up in my cat's face like that? No other option but to like get like an Uber, a taxi basically. And the thing is, my mom knew someone like from back in the day, from like her homeland, someone who lived close by, close like to Rotterdam, and she called him, and then he came. Alhamdulillah, I'm still so grateful for that. He came and he like called the guy he knows, and like a cab basically. While we was waiting on the cab driver, the uncle who helped us, who my mom knew, he left. Like he went away. I don't know where he went, but I think he was like calling the cab driver, like he was getting him or something. And me and my mom, we were standing there by ourselves behind the train station in Rotterdam basically, with all the suitcases. And then from like a couple feet away from us, there were like 3 guys. One was Somali as well. The other 2 were, I don't know what they were. I think one was white and one was like Arab or something. And I'm just telling you so you have like a visual thought in your head. And then they were like basically inhaling helium, like the thing that you put in the balloons to make them go fly, you know, up to the sky, up to the roof. He was inhaling that. He had a whole machine and he was inhaling that, okay? And he was looking at us the whole time. And I already knew something was about to go down because the way he was looking at us, and you know, like he was talking really loud, and then he was like, he started calling us. He was like, hey, auntie in Somali. And this guy was not old. Like he was maybe in his mid-20s or like, yeah, like maybe 22, 23. Like he was not that old. And he was like, hey, salam alaikum. Hello. He was like, he kept talking to us. We ignored him. My mom was like, look away. She was like, oh my God, he's coming. And she was like, act like you're, we're gonna say we're from Madagascar. I was like, how, like, why Madagascar? Madagascar is so specific and so like tropical and so like, I never met anyone from Madagascar. Like, how you come up with Madagascar out of all the things? I was like, no, I'm gonna say I'm like Habesha, Eritrean or something. And then she was like, yeah, okay, we're gonna say we're Eritrean. And then he came walking up to us, and he was like, he had like a really like critical face. Like he was like, hey, how are you? He kept talking to us. He kept calling us. No, he didn't even say auntie. He said hoyo, like he said mom to my mom. He was like hoyo ma'an. Like he kept saying that. Then he came. He was like, he kept on speaking Somali. My mom was like, huh. He was like, are you guys not Somali? We were like, no. We were like, he was like, where are you guys from? We were like, what did we say? Did we even say from Germany? No, my mom just said from the UK. And then he was like, I know you're from somewhere. I know you guys from somewhere. Bro, we never saw you. We never saw you before. Like, he was asking just so many questions. Where are you from? Where are you going? Blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden he started saying like, you know, I'm Muslim too. My dad is a sheikh. He's like an imam. Don't judge me. Everyone struggles. Only Allah can judge me. You cannot judge me. He was getting all aggressive, even though we didn't say a word. We didn't say anything. We didn't even look at him sideways or anything. I was not looking at him at all. And my mom was talking to him kindly, normally. She was even smiling, conversating with him for no reason. Like, I don't know why she keeps doing that, but I don't like show them any interest or anything. But she's like, yeah, how are you? Well, she talks to them. So yeah. I was like getting a little bit aggressive and I was a bit scared. I was like, and then like my mom was like, yeah, you know, like nobody says anything against that. Yeah, Allah can only judge you. Like, we agree, you know, we're on the same note, like we're on the same page, you know, like calm down, boy, like calm down. And then all of a sudden he was looking at me and he was like, you know, what would you do if it's fate that you and me get married? What can you do against Allah's fate? I was looking at him like, how do you know what's fate and what's not fate and what Allah wants and what Allah doesn't want? And he was like, but yeah, I'm just saying, if it was fate that you and me get married, what can you do against fate? And I was just like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, what am I was like getting mad and I'm like irritated. My mom was like, like she was laughing it off. She was like, calm down, you should calm down. Like, you don't want this guy to murder us, like calm down. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, and he kept on talking about it. And then when he started talking about that and about me and blah, 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 in front of my mom as well, like, I don't know why that keeps happening. Let me just, he was talking like that kind of stuff. Finally, the guy came back, like the uncle who helped us with the cab driver and the cab. And we were loading the stuff and he kept on talking and talking, like he didn't go away. Even his two friends, they left long ago, like by now. And he kept on staying with us, like sticking with us, talking to us. Even when we were loading like the luggage and everything, we were busy. He was like, yeah, talking. And he kept on doing that whole thing, like inhaling that stuff. He kept doing that. Which I don't even know, like I think it gets you high or something. I know that they do that in the UK a lot with these petrol looking things, but I don't really know what that is and how you do it. Hey, like the uncle who helped us, he was getting like agitated as well. He was like, you know, get lost, like what are you doing here? Like go away, yeah, go away. And the thing is, it was funny because the uncle, he was like really small, like really skinny and like short, and the guy was a little bit buff, so that's why me and my mom were a little bit scared. And my uncle wasn't scared at all. He was like, you know, go away, get lost. Like, what are you doing here? Stop talking to these ladies and stuff. And then we got in the cab and I was finally so relieved. I was like, oh my God, we are really about to make it to the half. Walking again for 10 minutes for no reason. But yeah, we went into the cab. We got to the, I don't even know what you call it, got to the ferry, to the half, and we got to the check-in. I was a bit stressed out because I was checking in, I had my cat and everything, but my mom was still outside sorting things out with the guy. We were really thankful for the uncle because he helped us a lot, but like the cab driver was like mad or like annoyed by something, so they were like sorting things out. And I was waiting for her, and the checking guy was like, no, your mom needs to hurry, like it's gonna be 9, like it's 9 already, like 9 is where the check-in ends, like she needs to come inside now. So I went outside and was like, come inside. And then she came, she said goodbye to the uncle. Like I said, he was really nice, like really thankful for him. She came in, we checked in. We finally was able to put like all the luggage, all the bags inside that big cart, you know, the cart that you go shopping with, like in the supermarkets, like that type of cart but bigger, where you can put the luggage in. And it was perfect because we were able to finally, you know, rest up a little bit, because we were just pushing the cart and we were like going inside the ferry, basically like that long hallway. There was like border control. We had to show our passports, my cat's passport. They didn't even look at the vaccinations like that, so it was, like I said, a bit unnecessary. They were really nice. They asked us questions, but they were like not really that like strict about it. They were like, okay, yeah, bye, have a nice day. So nice. I went in the ferry. It was so nice, big, clean. We went into our room. It was nice, like clean. We had to put it was a bit hard to find a good ferry as well, because we needed a ferry that supports animals. But we found this one. I forgot the name, to be honest. Hook of Holland. No, that was just the haven. Hold on. That was just the port. What is the name of the Stena Line? Like, it's really, really, really good ferry line, like, company. I don't know. I can really, really like support it, and this is not sponsored. It's really good because they support animals. Obviously, we couldn't let them like walk around on a leash. They were kept in cages, but like really big cages, and we could customize them with like blankets and food and water and everything. And yeah, obviously it was sad for me to see him like that, because like it was heartbreaking, because he was crying. He didn't want to be in there. He was sticking out his paw. Like, I'm gonna insert all the videos and photos in the video. And it was like kind of hard to watch him, and we could even watch him from our room, like on the TV. And we kept like going to him like every few hours, like taking him outside, cuddling with him, like trying to calm him down. And then when we was like obviously very tired as well from the day, like my shoulders hurt so bad, they were so sore. And yeah, like we were just really tired, so we knew it was about to, like, we were about to go to sleep. We showered, we changed, we prayed, we ate. Like, my mom bought some salad, some fruit salad and some regular salad. We ate. We weren't even hungry. Like, we didn't even eat from 12. Like, we didn't eat, like, we were on the road from 12 p.m. until 10 p.m. So yeah, then the ferry finally boarded at 10 p.m. The next morning we got up, we ate breakfast with the view of the ocean. It was like nice. And yeah, we arrived and we took another cab, and we drove 2 hours, longer than 2 hours. Okay, I won't be able to finish this video normally, so I'm just gonna insert this clip just for you guys to know what you can expect on this channel. I'm gonna be doing more cooking with Anisha. I'm gonna be maybe doing some vlogs, more story times of course, and videos about UK, Germany comparison, like what's different, what's the same, and all of that jazz. So if you trying to see all that, then stick around, I would say. Subscribe if you haven't already, like, comment. I know y'all ain't gonna do that anyways, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. And see y'all in my next video. And ain't nobody was telling me my lashes coming off. Why nobody tell me that?